And one of the ways the government wants to protect investors is by putting in place new reforms to the financial planning industry. From July 2012, revenues and commissions from financial products would be removed. Higher education standards will need to be met, and there may be financial responsibility for planners, similar to what lawyers and accountants have to meet. Some firms are already putting these practices in place. Centric Wealth is one of them, and its CEO, John McMurdo, joins us now. Thanks for being here.
Good to be here, Bridget.
What are the reforms that your company is putting in place?
Look, Bridget, Centric Wealth was founded, in fact, by highly qualified professional advisors who just want to give the highest quality available advice to Australians. The reforms or policy positions that we're announcing are in keeping with that. To a large extent, Centric has been the standard bearer for professional standards. We're announcing a range of policies that see us raise education requirements, make it mandatory for all of our advisors and advisory staff to be members of Australia's Professional Association. We're announcing remuneration policies which ensure there's no bias in our advice, and a range of governance and education measures which are all around putting the clients at the centre of our firm.
So will your planners still receive commissions on some of the products that they sell to clients?
Our advisors have been fee-for-service for a number of years now, so commissions are not part of our remuneration policy.
Why then, the government, these are proposed changes, that July 2012, why have you put them in place now? Has this been feedback from clients?
Well, as I said, Bridget, we've always taken a leadership role as somewhat of a standard bearer for best practice. We support the reforms that government are proposing. We think they set an important minimum standard for financial planning in Australia, but we see our role to do more than minimum and really to set a best practice. I think where the three key differences are in respect to the reforms are these. First, they are proposals and at the earliest likely to come in to effect, as you say, in the middle of 2012. Our policies are in place now, today. Second, the proposals are prospective, in other words, proposed for new clients and new advice. In a client-centric firm like ours, we take the view those principles should be available to all clients, existing and to new. And the third key difference is we are lifting the bar further than the reform suggests. One example for that would be education standards, where we're saying advisors must have both a degree qualification and be a certified financial planner. So
how far does it go beyond the proposed government regulations, or are you putting in place what the government is suggesting?
Look, for our firm, we've had in place for, in many cases, a number of years, the reforms that are being suggested. So the example I gave, we expect government to increase the requirements for education standards for financial planners. We're going well beyond that. We're saying our financial planners must be degree qualified and they must have the certified financial planner status, which is the globally recognised higher standard in financial planning. So we're going well above the reforms that government are proposing.
So Centric mainly represents, high wealth individuals, but how will the government's proposals help to protect smaller investors who lost money, say for example in things such as Storm Financial?
Yeah, well, look, Storm's a very different business model to ours, and I can't speak for them. But yes, we serve high net worth investors because of the specialist skills that we bring, but we also serve a number of other clients that aren't high net worth. We take the view that all Australians deserve the highest quality financial advice available. I think the government standards will ensure that to some extent, but we're going well beyond that to make sure there is a professional option available for all clients that want to avail themselves of that.
How does Australia's regulatory framework now compare with the rest of the world? And are you aware of many of the changes that have gone in place around the rest of the world?
Look, within financial planning, our standards are typically as good. I think they have come under review significant globally. The UK's put in place a number of changes, but by and large we fare well. What we're saying, though, is regardless of those, we want to do better than the international standards, and that's the range of higher measures that we've put into place.
Joel McMurdo, thank you very much for joining us. We'll leave it there.
Pleasure to be with you. Thank you.